Lonely Dog suddenly realized that his only friend had stopped moving. He tried to take him home, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't move him. The dog saw a public phone nearby, and ran over to call for help, but the phone line was already cut. He turned around helplessly and stared at the lonely robot on the beach. He covered him with a blanket, and said with his eyes that he would come back for him. The robot understood and signaled with his eyes that it was time for him to go. The dog couldn't sleep all night. At 7 a.m., he rushed out with his toolbox, bought 3 thick robot repair manuals at a bookstore, and took a taxi to find the robot. But the streets were completely jammed. The dog anxiously looked around. He didn't arrive at the amusement park until noon. The park had a closed sign hanging outside. Seeing no one around, he snuck in, but the beach was closed for the season, and wouldn't reopen until June 1st of the following year. The dog shook the iron gate in frustration, trying to squeeze through. Just then, a security guard ran over waving a baton and chased him away. Pairs of seagulls circled overhead, but a fence still separated the dog and the robot. The dog went to City Hall. He submitted an application to enter the beach, but it was rejected without mercy. He walked out of the elevator in despair. Then he went to a hardware store and bought a giant heavy-duty bolt cutter. Under cover of night, he sneaked into the amusement park and cut both locks on the gate. The iron gate finally opened. There was nothing between him and the robot anymore, but a single light made his heart sink. The dog stuck a note saying he would pick up the robot on June 1st next to the fridge, along with old photos of him and the robot. Meanwhile, a leaky boat was gliding across the sea. The rabbit looked at the beach nearby and ordered his men to head there. As more and more water leaked in, they worked faster and faster. They finally made it ashore just before the boat sank. The robot watched the 3 rabbits with curiosity. The rabbits noticed the rusty robot on the beach. They took out a bottle of oil and fed it to him. When the red light turned green, the robot was fully revived. He waved goodbye to the 3 rabbits, jumped over the iron wall, and headed back with light, cheerful steps. He knocked on the dog's door, but no one answered. Instead, whistles and clanking sounds echoed around him. Then he woke up from a dream. The rabbit in front of him was whistling. The other 2 were breaking his leg with boat oars. They looked at the hole in the bottom of the boat, pulled off one of the robot's toes, and used it to plug the leak. The rabbits tossed the broken leg aside and rode away without a care. No one cared how the robot felt. On Halloween, the dog sat bored by the window. Suddenly, he saw the robot, but in the blink of an eye, the robot vanished. Just then, the doorbell rang. He excitedly opened the door.